Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank. I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, wearing clothes. Nothing's changed. I'm still wearing a Korean woman's face on the front of my shirt. That's probably 60% of the shirts I own is a Korean woman. So my favorite person to look at has a lot of videos. And since I'm the only one that watches this, I need to entertain myself. So we're going to react to another video she recorded next to a lake. Pet store interview questions. I don't know why a person would feel the need to make a 20-minute video about this, but this person also had an OnlyFans, which I still can't get over. Like, the reason why I find her so funny is because she had an OnlyFans. This person, looking the way she does, had people paying money. Like, I don't get it, but I find it fascinating, and I just don't see it. Who is paying money to look at this fish lady? I don't get it. But anyway, maybe they were subbed to her OnlyFans because of her personality. So let's get a dose of her personality. Pet store interview questions. Okay, let's see.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Tyler, and today we're doing a PetSmart video because guess what? I got hired. In case you were wondering about my life, I ended up getting hired, so now I have a job.
Don't care. Oh, God. I worked at PetSmart before.
Anyways, today I'm going to tell you guys the interview questions that I had. I had one interview, so apparently people get multiple. I was told, maybe I get multiple, but I didn't. So, here we go. I wrote them all on a clipboard. And so, if I'm looking down, it's because I literally can't remember anything and I have to look down too.
I'm glad you explained that, because if you didn't explain that, I was going to really wonder, why is she looking down? What's going on?
Know what I'm even talking about. So,
She's crazy.
if you're wondering, I applied online.
Okay.
It probably took like a month, maybe a couple of weeks to hear back from them. I got a call, a voicemail, and they were like, hey, let's set up an interview.
I'm already bored. I already can't stand it. So, but there is a difference between a month and 2 weeks. But, hey. She probably has a walnut-sized brain.
So, I set it up. That's all you have to do. Like, it's so simple. So let's get right into the questions, girl. First question, obviously, do you have pets? I would take this time to say if you have experience with animals, because he did not ask me if I had any experience with animals. He just asked if I had pets. So make sure you say your pets and also the animals that you've had experience with. So I did not get to say that. Oopsies. For me, I have pets. I have 3 pets, so that probably helped me.
Oh my God.
Get hired, having experience with animals. I'm sure that helps, taking care of animals.
Oh my God. She's amazing. She is really amazing.
Also, favorite genre of book. This was weird. He said, hey, these are going to be, some weird questions that seem like they don't matter, but apparently they matter. So, favorite genre of book. I said fantasy because I'm rereading Children of Eden.
They don't ask that question. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like someone trolling. Why would you ask that question? And I'm trying to think, if you asked me that question, I would say the books I write. I would say that. I'm like, yeah, I don't like what's out there, so I write my own stuff. Because, I'm a self-centered jackass.
So I said that. Also, favorite movie.
Okay, this sounds like he's trying to date her. Why at a job interview, why would they ask you your favorite movie? This is weird. And I would say Spice World.
Again, like, why does this matter? I don't know. But I said Spirit, which I probably could have said a different movie. You know, like, my favorite movie is like a children's movie about a horse. Like, okay.
Wow.
Strange. Also, hobbies, like, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do for fun at home?
You know, when they ask you about the hobbies, they're really trying to figure out if you're a drug addict. Because, you know, if you're an alcoholic or whatever, you're going to probably miss a lot of work. So that's why with the hobbies, you lie and give an answer that takes lots of thought. Like, so, like, I like to write, or, I like to bird watch. But the real answer is you like to drink a bottle of vodka every night. But you can't say that.
I said, I don't know exactly what I said. I said, like, I watch vet shows, which sounds so lame. Like, it sounds like I'm trying really hard to be like, oh, I love animals. But, like, literally, that's what I do for fun. Like, I watch vet shows and, like, zoo shows. Like, that's what I do.
Sure.
So, I guess I'm so interesting that my only interest is animals. Love that.
Yeah.
Also, like, where do you see yourself in the future?
Doing OnlyFans.
I said, definitely doing something with animals. Maybe volunteering at the zoo.
Shut up.
Because, like, again, like, I seem like such an animal, like, a fake lover, but, like, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm trying to do everything with animals. Whatever.
Because you don't like people.
There's something else. He asked me where else that I applied to. I don't know why that matters, but be prepared. He asked, what animals would you not work with? So,
Black people.
if you aren't comfortable, like, working with snakes, I mean, don't lie, but also maybe don't work at a pet store. I said roaches.
Roaches.
And he said, oh, well, that doesn't really count. It's an animal. Which, like, okay.
Said roaches.
But yeah, that's the only animal that I'm not going to work with is roaches, because I hate them. And also, they're illegal in Florida, so I wouldn't have to work with them. Anyways.
What?
Love that.
Okay.
How would your friends describe you? He might have said, like, think of 2 words. I don't know. But I said, like, I'm very self-motivated and independent.
Bullshit. That's a good question. Well, I don't have any friends. And I would say that. And but I'll go, but my other personality loves me. Great guy. I'd be like one of those fake TikTok multiple personality people where they film themselves switching, which is so cringe.
Which is very true. Like, when I want something done, I either do it right away or I'm, like, planning about it all the time.
That's called procrastinating.
And I'm very independent. Like,
No, you're not.
I do what I want, which...
Just saying. And it doesn't matter. But if you live at home, or just if you live with other people, you're not independent. That's just how it is. An independent person would live by themselves. Or they would own the property that they're living at. But anyway, just nitpicking.
Might be a flaw. I don't know. Depends.
There's lots of flaws.
Whatever. This one, something your family would change about you. It's so loud.
They would probably change. They would change the fact that you did OnlyFans. Yeah.
Like, oh, there's a street and there's very loud truck. I love that. Fun. Something your family would change about you. I don't think y'all can hear it because, like, I have a microphone, but oh my god, it's so loud. I said that my family would want to change like my outgoingness, whatever.
What does that mean?
Because as a kid, I was so shy. Like, I never talked to people. And I still am that way around my family. Like, I'm insecure around my family. Like, by myself, I don't care. But if I'm, like, with my parents, I'm, like, scared. I don't know why. But that's what I said. So,
Okay.
think of something that your family would change about you. I don't know how that would work if you, like, don't.
I have never been asked any of these questions. Well, I've been asked hobbies. But the only questions you have to ask at a pet store is, can you show up on time? Because any, like, position there can be trained in a day. These people make their jobs more important than what they are. I remember one time, this is years ago, I have experience working at supermarkets, and so, like, if you work at one, you've worked at all of them. So at the time, I had 2 years experience stocking shelves at Costco. It's not that hard. There's a forklift. It drops a pallet in the middle of the aisle, and then you take all the shit off the pallet, put it on the shelf. It's pretty easy. Okay? So I go to the Rouse by my house, and it's applying for, stock. And so, the guy's, interviewing me. He's like, so, like, why'd you, apply? I'm like, well, it's close to my house, and then, I've had 2 years experience stocking shelves. It's pretty easy, so, And then, that's basically what I said. Oh, yeah, it's pretty easy, because I had the 2 years experience, and he's like, no, it's not, it's hard. And I was like, it's stocking shelves, right? Yeah, I did it for 2 years at Costco. It was pretty easy. He's like, no, man, no, it's hard. I'm like, I guess it's hard for you, but not for me. That was the interview, and he didn't. Apparently, because it was easy to me, I guess he felt insulted. So, if I'm ever, and I haven't been, but if I'm ever in that situation again, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, it's the hardest thing ever. But then you probably wouldn't get the job either.
Don't have family, but not everybody has family, girl.
Oh, girl.
Something that you would go back in your life and change. I said high school because, again, like, I was really shy and I was so focused on grades. Maybe I shouldn't have said this because it makes me sound like I don't want to try for, like, good grades, but I said I was so focused on my grades that I never, like, met people that I wanted to meet.
Oh god.
Like, I would change that. So I kind of made it into, like, a good thing because I would change that because I am different now. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, you're really different.
This I got caught up on because I didn't want to repeat myself. He asked, what's something that you would change about yourself? And
I've been asked that, and every time I say nothing. They don't like that. and then I go, well, I just think really positive of myself. Well, I guess I'm full of myself. These questions for these minimum wage jobs are dumb as fuck. Just makes no sense.
I wanted to say, I would change that I'm shy, but, like, I'm not really shy.
I want to change my diaper.
And also, like, I already said that previously. So I was sitting there looking at the dog because, like, his dog came over. And I was like, I don't know. He was like, oh, so you're perfect? And I'm like, no, I'm not.
Oh, God.
I can't think of something. So I did mess up on that.
You didn't mess up.
Think of something that's not horrible that you would change about yourself.
I'll change my heroin addiction.
I don't know. And then these are, like, not really interview questions. These are just, like, about you. Hold on. Move my thing up. Girl. Okay. So, like, you set up your availability online and they see it. Like, they print out a sheet. They write down every answer that you're giving. So, I don't know why, but, like, he was writing down all of my answers. like, hey, what's your favorite book? Like, he wrote it down. So
I just think he's trying to justify his paycheck. I mean, unless they have, I don't know, some psychologist that like reads through the answers like, oh, her favorite book is Twilight. Yeah, which I doubt. So
just be aware, they're writing things down. He asked, would you be willing to work like all of these days? Because like my availability was 4 days in a row, which isn't a lot. Like, I say most people have like almost every day.
remember, because she used to work at Walmart, she only worked 1 day a week, and that was too much. I mean, that's really weird, but
If not, like, just 2 days off. I'm about to sneeze. Yikes. Okay. He wanted to know if I could work like all of those days because they were like the busy days, like the weekend and like Thursday and Friday. He was like, do you really want to work like back to back? Because we can skip a Friday if you want. And I was like, I'm fine. And he was like, good. So I'm glad I was like, no, I'm fine. Because apparently so many people just like don't go to work on Friday because they want like a break in their week. So if you're available on Friday, that could help. Yeah. Next day is all the hours that you chose. Like, do you want to work all those hours or not? They're very like friendly to like your schedule. Like, he wanted to make sure that I could work all of those hours, or if I
you know, the place has a really high turnover rate, so like they're making it as, you know, comfortable as possible so you'll stay at the crappy job.
wanted to work like 3 hours in a day or like whatever. And I was like, no, I could work all of my availability, like it's fine. And he was like, are you sure? Like, do you want to though? Because I know like you might want to go out on a weekend. And I'm like, girl, I don't have any friends. Like, he didn't say that, but I was like, there's a pandemic, so I'm not hanging out with anybody. I said that. And that was it. That was all the questions that I can remember.
Scamdemic.
So if you're about to go in for an interview, freaking good luck. Like, it's really not that hard. Not my person, but like the person that was interviewing me, super nice. Not something to be like scared of.
Oh God.
Especially if you go in and you're like scared.
Scared
Like,
of what?
just don't. I know it's easier said than done, but you just have to be like, this is my life now. Like, I'm gonna get hired. Duh. And then it's fine. Like, whatever. Pretend that you like already know these people, and you're saying things that are good for you and good for like your view. Like, if somebody interviews you, you want to have like a good reputation because that's their first impression of you. You don't want to be like, oh, yeah, I'm shy. Yeah, like, I'm dumb.
But you are, man. She is a weird looking human being. And you know, she talks about the zoo. It'd be a good job. A good job for her would be one of the animals at the zoo. You know, just have her behind a glass enclosure, walking around. People are like, what is that? That is a.
Like, maybe you are, but don't say it. You know, just think.
You're
And
retarded.
the PetSmart interview age, I mean, like, hiring age is 18, so I'm sure that there's not people that are like not understanding how interviews are done. Like, I'm sure y'all know how interviews work, but just like chill out. There's bugs flying all around. Okay.
Life advice from her is
But
amazing.
about the second interview, at the end, he asked if I had any questions, and I was like, I asked about scheduling, like if they have an app. They don't have an app because they're very old school. That's what he told me. So love that. You have to like write down when you come in on a paper.
Oh my God.
Which is how we did it at school. Like, when I worked at school for free, like not for money, not for a real job, I just freaking student labor. Let me tell you, I'm gonna talk about that one day because that is so bad. They had us working in the office for free. Like, we were doing office work
You're learning life skills.
for free.
I know, it's
Anyways.
just called life skills.
Enough of that. Nobody cares.
No one cares about anything.
Yeah, no app for scheduling. And he was like, any more questions? And I'm like, no. And he was like, okay, well, what I can do, I'm sure this goes for everybody, not just me. He was like, hey, I can veto the second interview because I like you and you're amazing, whatever. Or I will call you tomorrow and we're gonna schedule an interview for like the real manager. Like, he was the co-manager, the second manager, like whatever. And apparently my second interview was vetoed, and I got an email like right as I left, which is like crazy. He was like, okay, I'll email you tonight if I veto it. But no, like, I got an email right when I left. So apparently they liked me, or they were really desperate to hire people. Love that. Anyways, bug.
I can't believe I sat through that. And I can't believe you sat through me sitting through that. All of us have issues.
Hello? Weird thing about my job.
You just gotta calm down.
There were 3 people with the same name as me, like, hired on the same exact day that I was interviewed. Why? I don't know. That's kind of weird. So now I have 3 people with the same name as me.
You know, she looks like a Jessica. You know, like a Jessica or a Jennifer. It's a very common name. Now, I don't know her real name, but I'm saying she looks like a Jessica. Now, if you guys remember, because I'm sure everyone watching this has watched all my videos. You remember a couple years ago when I was talking about my neighbor, God, I forgot her name, Jenny. Like, I didn't know her name. And, you know, I was on her and I said, you know, like, she looks like a Jenny, though. And so I just started calling her Jenny because I'll talk about my neighbor because, you know, like, the running gag was I was stalking her and looking through her window. Anyway, so when she was moving, I dug through her trash and, you know, got her like some of her mail, and like her name was Jenny. So I'm pretty good at looking at a person and guessing what their name is. Like, she looks like a Jenny for sure. She really looks like one. Now, I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but that's the vibe I'm getting. Anyway, I said too much already.
They don't go as that name, but they'll have the same legal name as me, which is kind of weird, but like, okay. We all have the same name here. Anyways, I'm done talking about the interview.
Oh, thank God.
That was literally it. Like, it was so easy. It was great. So now I'm going to talk to you about today.
Okay.
Which I just went in to, like, officially set up being hired and everything. Like,
Okay.
I went in with my birth certificate and, like, ID and social security thing. And we, like, set it up.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. So yeah, now I'm working. I have the shirt, which, can I stop shaking? Like, no? Okay. Stop.
Please go away.
I have a shirt in a size small, and it fits me.
She's proud of that size small. Good for her.
Like a dress. Like, literally like a dress, and it's... So I'm gonna have to go in and ask my department manager, like, what I'm doing specifically, manager, if I can get a second one. He was like, the person who gave me this shirt, he was like, hey, I just realized, like, this is a small and I don't think it's gonna fit you, so just let me know. There's a freaking bird hopping on the leaves. It's strange. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna have to get a new freaking shirt. It fits me like a dress. And those shirts are so uncomfortable. Like, you have to wear like a shirt under your PetSmart shirt because it's the material. It's like kind of mesh, a little see-through. It's itchy. It's not. No, I don't like it. But I guess it's a vibe. Just being like uncomfortable. Oh my god, I almost died. But I went in today. I got a tour of the store, and also
I used to work at PetSmart, and so there was a girl that worked there. I used to stalk her. Anyway.
We like set up the legal thing. I had to read a bunch of legal things. There's a police ambulance. Goodbye. Be quiet. Thank you. So I had to read all my legal things. It took about 30 minutes, maybe 20. If you actually read it, it'll take like 25 minutes. I maybe didn't read all of it, but I attempted. And the people seemed really nice. Like, there were a few people that came in the room and didn't say hi to me.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
It's like fine. But a lot of the people, they were like, hey, my name. And I was like, oh my god, like, you know me already? Wow. Sounds cool, I guess. I don't know, I'm kind of scared. Like, I don't know. The fact that I have to, like, sign a sheet of paper to clock in, that terrifies me because I know I'm gonna forget. Like, I'm gonna go in. I have to go back Saturday. I'm filming this February 11th. So, y'all are gonna see this not this week. But I'm going in Saturday and I'm gonna train. I'm gonna do my online learning, whatever. And I'm gonna have to freaking write my name. And I'm probably gonna forget. Like, I'm just saying, I'm probably gonna freaking forget. And also, they said they were old school, but like, oh my god, like, it's so old school. Anyways, that's about it with my PetSmart video. I'm gonna go home because it's really hot. It's February and it's 83.
Well, you live in Florida.
And I'm like, it's so humid, so it's like muggy and hot, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna go. I'll see y'all. Somebody just screamed they need help.
It's probably because they saw your face. I'm just saying.
Okay. Anyways, I gotta go. I have to go into work at freaking 8:30, which I said I was available 3 p.m. till later. And I have to go in at 8 a.m. So I'm gonna have to actually go to sleep before 3 in the morning, and that sucks. But that's my PetSmart rants. I'll have more for you guys, obviously. Like, I'll have like a hiring process video, like the total thing eventually.
Jesus.
Yo, I just realized I never did a Walmart video of like the Walmart hiring process.
You worked 1 day a week. We don't need to know about it.
I have so many job videos that I need to film, and it's just like, does anybody care about like getting hired at Walmart? Like,
what do you think? You have 700, this is crazy. She has 736 subscribers, and this video has 608 likes. I don't have the plugin that shows you the dislikes, but that's pretty good.
if you're watching this and you care, like, it's so easy. Like, if you want a job, just freaking apply to Walmart. Like, it's so easy, but also it's hell. Like, you're selling your soul to the devil.
You work
just saying, if you want to work at Walmart, you're gonna sell your freaking soul.
What are you talking about? Okay.
Like, don't. Just don't. Just do not do it. But that's it. That's all I'm gonna say until my next video about Walmart. I don't know when that's gonna be. Is it legal to be like trashing a company?
Please stop.
I don't think so. But I mean, it's the truth. It's not like slander. I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble because you can't like talk about certain things.
So you think Walmart?
Anyways, my skin is freaking annoying me. Like,
gonna sue
y'all
you?
can't see it, but I mean, what is happening? I'm having skin issues.
That's
like,
just what you look like.
I don't like it. I gotta do something. I don't know. I'm like, should I go to the dermatologist? But like, that's expensive.
These first world problems.
This is my brain. Anyways, that's all I have for you. I'm gonna actually end the video, like I've been saying. I'll see y'all next week. Have a good Thursday. Have a good Friday. Again, if you're freaking applying to PetSmart, good luck. It doesn't seem to be that hard. Just like, don't be bad. Like, don't make yourself seem bad. Like, it's not
Don't
hard.
show up drunk.
Just do it. Just be like a person trying to get a job, okay? Just do that. So, have a good Thursday, have a good Friday, have a good week, have a good weekend, and I'm gonna flick you off. I'm trying to do a peace sign, but like I'm also trying to hold my microphone.
Okay, I'm glad you explained that. I'm really glad you explained that.
There's somebody listening to me over there. There's a person over there, so I'm gonna go. Okay, bye.
She's special. She's special. I'm glad that YouTube recommended her. Trust me, I was not looking for this. YouTube was like, here's a gift. React. I said, okay. Anyway, we've all learned a lot from this video. You know? And I hope it ended your boredom for the 20 or so minutes. Okay? Anyway, you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace.